リチウム度満点。蒸気を動力源とする近未来。これが世紀末スチーム。
Good to see these Harkonnens beaten off.
超大作シミュレーション RPG バッケンローダー。
Now, when you buy the Sega Genesis that comes with Sonic 1, you'll get Sonic 2 absolutely free. Sonic 2 handles stubborn stains, embarrassing bald spots, no problem. It even slices and dices, makes thousands of julienne fries. But wait, you can play it too. This free Sonic 2 is a $54.99 value. You get 2 Sonics for the price of 1. Sonic 2 fits easily into any tackle box. Made from a space-age polymer plastic for years of family fun. And pets love it too. Buy the Sega Genesis that comes with Sonic 1 and get Sonic 2 free.
Act now. Wiener Dog Sweater sold separately.
インテグラル。それは完全なるステージ。作品メタルギアソリッドインテグラル。難易度全5ランク。
コナミ。
消えた客船オルフェウス。船の中には運命と魂が生き続けていた。エコーナイト。
全くろくでもない惑星だった。
しかしひどい星だ
I
ったね。
can take off the tilde base hole. If it bothers you, I can take off the tilde.
I got a 66 and 2/3 chance of winning.
缶コーヒーだけはやめられない。
戻ることないじゃん。
缶コーヒーのボス。新しくなったレインボーマウンテン。
What is going on with my sound? Hold up. Some weirdness is going on. I don't know if it's off sync for you guys. It did it again. Let me do this. Let me turn it off for a second. Just gonna turn it off for a second. I can still just hear it. That's so weird. Now it's fine. So weird. You were simply saying hello. Okay, it should be better now. It's just my trailers. It's just my little commercials here. I've broken 50,000 words in my second book, which is hilarious because I'm pretty much just begun the story. About 30,000 of those words is a flashback about all this insane shit that I'm pretty sure will start, like, coming into play as the story goes on. Especially with a specific major character. It was basically the backstories of these 2 main characters, one of whom is the antagonist. You need to read. Oh, you're under no obligation. The fact that you were willing is cool. But yeah, if you want to read it, go right ahead. If you don't want to, it doesn't matter. I'm just hoping to be able to get physical copies of the first book so people can, like, have it on their shelves and shit. Oh no, yeah, actual responsibility in life is definitely, yeah, you no apologies.
Sierra Online brings you the real-life action drama of Police Quest 2, The Vengeance.
Remember Police Quest 2?
This is the city, Liberty,
There
a
it is.
peaceful, law-abiding community, but not for long. Innocent lives are at stake once again, with the escape of the ruthless drug thug, the Death Angel. Convict Jesse...
The elusive drug thug.
a vengeance for the cop who sent him to prison. Your job, should you choose to accept it, is to help homicide detective Sonny Bonds return the crime-ridden Lytton streets to safety. From the lofty sky to the slimy sewer, Detective Bonds will stop at nothing to nab the infamous Death Angel and rescue his hostage-held honey, Sweet Cheeks Marie. Police Quest 2 continues the real-life authenticity of...
Evidently, there was a... And I wouldn't doubt it's the same thing. There was a Toonstruck VHS. And people were, like, assuming it's a pilot or something for a Toonstruck cartoon, but I don't think that's what it is at all. I think it's something like this, where it's just this screener trailer for distributors. But the person who bought the Toonstruck VHS were sorely disappointed when they won the bidding war, and they took the tape out, and it was a blank recordable VHS called Magic Tape, and all it had were episodes of The Simpsons and wrestling on it. All it was Simpsons and wrestling. So we'll never really know what was on the mysterious Toonstruck tape, but I have a feeling that it's kind of like that Police Quest 2 trailer, where it's just this big distribution tape that they sent out. Here's the game that we made. Here's what's on it. Then again, it might be a pilot to a fucking Toonstruck cartoon. That would be insane. That would be completely insane. We're playing more Exile. Exile. Also known as XZR. Or XZR. Probably XZR. I feel like Japan uses Z instead of Z. So it's probably XZR. But it's obviously pronounced Exile. Exile, because that's what's written on the letters. Thank you for the watch streak. 3-stream streak. And Exile is exactly as coke-fueled as I was hoping it would be. Exactly as coke-fueled as I was hoping it would be.
This game has not yet been rated.
We have done so much shit already. We saved a girl from... We saved the girl from being kidnapped. Apparently she got kidnapped on purpose, according to her. She got kidnapped and imprisoned. We ended up having to save her. We found the big guy who looks like a Japanese ogre with this one horn on his head when he's on the field. We rescued him. We found the wizard who taught us magic spells, so now we can do magic. We can shoot fireballs now, which makes bosses a billion times easier. Now we just need to stockpile hashish and cocaine and hope they don't kill us, especially the cocaine. Not too interested in the amphetamines, even though obviously that'll give us a huge boost. Probably a huge defensive boost. I just feel like, yeah, Neo 3's not gonna have any cocaine in it. Does Assassin's Creed have cocaine? You bet your ass it doesn't. Is the upcoming Onimusha game gonna have any cocaine in it? Schedule 1 has cocaine. Schedule 1, made by one guy named Tyler, who now has a team in a studio. He's actually building it up smart. He's being smart. Now he actually has an actual studio and a team because he made so much money on Schedule 1. Like, somebody last stream said that making a video game is a good way of doing years of work in order to make not a whole lot. And usually that's the case, but sometimes the complete opposite happens. You can come out of nowhere and make millions. So it's kind of a gamble. It's definitely, well, anything in entertainment. I'm going to tell you guys about entertainment. It's all a gamble. It is all a gamble. Entertainment is a gamble. Video games, movies. When Markiplier put out, Iron Lung, he was putting up $3 million of his own money and hoping it would pay off. And it did. Like, it's all a gamble. Like, even going on and streaming, I didn't know anybody was gonna come in and watch the stream. there was always that chance that nobody would show up ever. But I took that gamble, right? Like, that's just how it works. How's it going, Adrian? He hit the perfect Storm of Factory Drugs cartoon. Yeah, he really did. And you can game the system a little bit by knowing what's in vogue or having your finger kind of on the pulse. Culturally, when it comes to entertainment. And yeah, he knew that people liked crafting shit. He knew that people liked good game loops where just because you were done with one thing didn't mean you were done with another thing, so he made this very good, like, self-replicating perpetual motion gameplay loop where you're making the drugs and then you're going out and selling the drugs, and when you're done selling the drugs, you go back and make the drugs, and then you're done making the drugs and you're back to selling the drugs, and that loop is really what made the game so good. Because so much shit was going down. Yeah, that perpetual motion grind that never felt grindy, because by the time you were done with one grind, you were on to the other grind. And each one failed to overstay its welcome. It's very good. Very, very well designed. And Tyler absolutely deserves credit for that. But he did kind of hit a perfect storm. And then you see like games like Mega Bonk, I think was one guy. And I hate those kinds of games. I'm not a big fan of Bullet Heaven games. That's what they call them. Those Vampire Survivor games. And sure enough, Mega Bonk was just that again, except in 3D. And I was like, oh, that's... And it's... I always play them the same way. I turn it on, and I play it, and I'm like, wow, that was pretty fun. And then I turn it on again, I'm like, and then within 3 minutes, I'm like, nah, you know what, I'm not interested in this anymore. Like, that is my every Vampire Survivor's experience.
Not to mention your life rests solely on your ability to fly and fight through every kind of combat. The sick mind.
Supervive died, now you just want it. Mega Bonk with multiplayer could happen. Yeah, it's not, yeah. It definitely, I can definitely see what you mean. And, you know, I'm kind of doing the same thing with Mega Bonk where, like, people do like that kind of game. I don't like that kind of game at all. I'm not big on the whole Vampire Survivor thing. But some people fucking love it. A lot of people fucking love it. What I like is cocaine-fueled platforming in the 11th century Middle East. That's what I like. Oh, wait. I gotta unpin this. I gotta unpin this message. I'm actually here now. I woke up late. I had writing to do. I've broken 50,000 words on my second book. I have now officially written well over 100,000 words so far in my writing. I wouldn't call it a career yet, but you know, my writing stuff. WASD mouse MOBA shooter battle royale Smash Brothers Overwatch thing. It sounds completely insane. It sounds like a lot of genres. But does it have cocaine? Does it have hashish? Did you buy marijuana from a nearby black market and then use it to increase your defense and possibly die? I don't know how the killing angle of the drugs works yet. I only have one save file, so if I'm already doomed, then we're probably already soft locked. But it'll be way easier to fight. It'll be way easier to get through things, because a lot of this game's progression is based on finding very well-hidden shit. So well-hidden that evidently in one of the stages in Exile, there is an alembic. Somebody mentioned an alembic last stream, and it's so hard to find that the game, the PC-88 version, was considered unfinishable until it was found. A 20-year mystery. Yeah, yeah, for 20 years. So that means it wasn't until 2008 when somebody, at least, until somebody finally found out you could beat the PC-88 version of Exile. I didn't know this. I probably would have stuck with that PC-98 version if I did. Because apparently they nerfed it. I wonder if Macaw did it, because Macaw actually wrote a guide to the PC-88 version of Exile. He actually wrote a guide. I wonder if he's the guy who found it.
Anything you tell her.
What?
He obviously really liked it. He actually rated last stream because I happened to be playing it.
Anything.
And
where words speak louder than actions.
I'm very curious about that Olympics thing. Watch it be easy as fuck to find. Watch it be easy as fuck to find. We may even find it right now. We may even find it right now because we're getting started. We're starting right this minute, guys. We're going in.
Sonic.
I still haven't changed this. I need to change my opener. It's no longer that cold. It's still pretty cold, though. Fuck it, it's my birthday month. I'm keeping it until my birthday. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Cyber Trucker Alpha. Tonight we're playing Exile. The incomparable... Hold up, let me check something. The incomparable action game where you are Sadler. Your name is Sadler. Here's Sadler chopping a dude's head off. You are Sadler, who is an elite assassin, a 20-year-old elite assassin.
Cool.
Part of the Guild of Assassins in the Middle East, basically the Crusades assassins. Evidently, at some point, he ends up going to the distant future of 1980s and fights soldiers with tanks. We're not there yet, and the only reason I know this is because the back of the box actually has this. Let me see if I can find the back of the box. There are actual tanks on the back of the box, which make no sense in this case, but they're there. They're there, and they want you to know that they're there. Oh, that's the wrong Exile. Probably this one. That one's also a tiny one. What the hell? Trying to find big image. You guys don't deserve small, piddly image. You deserve big image. There it is. There are tanks. There's a tank here. There's a tank here. Everything else is like, you know, medieval era, like, Babylon and, you know, Baghdad and stuff. And then we have this. Which is also alluded to here, where it says that the later half of the game takes place in an echo of modern times. They spoiled that without giving much context. You looked at it's a Sadler infiltrate outer heaven. Yeah, it does seem very, yeah, idols of destruction. Destruction no idols. Hakai no Gozo. Where's it Gozo? No. Let me double check this. Let me double check my own facts. Guzu. Which means idols of destruction, but not necessarily destruction as in physical breaking shit, but idols of religious commandment breaking. More apostasy. Idols of apostasy is probably the closer title translation. An offense, idols of offense against well, whatever, probably Islam in this case. Hakai no, yeah, Guzu. Gozo. Hakai no Gozo. It's been a while. Hold up. Guzo. It's Guzo. It makes sense. Hakai no Guzo. Yeah, I see it. I see it now. It's about time. It's about time I started, really. It's a different word that's a homophobe. Yeah, I don't think it's a destruction at all. Other than, you know, the destruction of a rule or a commandment. Usually a religious commandment. It's basically like a heretical thing. It's not like physical destruction. Though the pun might be intentional, yeah, absolutely. Well, two, I noticed that a lot of Japanese words, even though they don't literally mean one thing, they're usually pretty adjacent to that thing. Oh, does it? How does that disprove my theory on them saying Z instead of Z? Makai no Guzo. You love action RPGs like Secret of Mana? Oh, Ys is really good. Don't expect to do physical attacks with Ys, though. Don't expect to do physical attacks with Ys because it's definitely not that kind of game. Ys is all about bump combat, which is a very different kind of thing. It's a real-time combat system, and what you do is you just literally run into enemies and fight them, and there are ways to kill them without getting killed yourself, but I'll leave you to figure that out. It's not too hard to figure out. Once you figure it out, it gets fun as fuck. Once you realize what's up, it's just the funnest stuff. It's so good. Very good game. Alright, so we have Disc 1 and Disc 2. We're starting her up now. I think enough people are here. Yeah, but it's still fun. I want it back. I would rather have bump combat than some generic-ass hack-and-slash combat that Ys is kind of known for now. Like, I don't care how I don't really care if something is the result of limitations. As long as it's good. Right? If something is good, or if a good thing can spawn from limitations, then I'm all for it. I would rather it stay that way. Like, people are like, oh yeah, but they would never have done that if they had the technology not to. And you know what? That tells me that I'm glad they didn't have the technology yet. I'm glad that they decided to get creative through limitation, rather than make something standard in formula. Like every other fucking Zelda clone. Yeah. It is very minimal. I think it's the minimalism of it that I like the most. This doesn't have that. This is a full-blown combat system, which is also good. You have a stab, you have a crouching stab, and you have a downward jump stab that's kind of a pain in the ass to pull off, but it's also really, really good. It's like very, very powerful when you land it. Initial start. Let me know if it's too loud or too quiet. I think the sound is just fine. Oh no, not initial start, you idiot. We want a load start. I hope I didn't overwrite my save. Downward jumps they're so good. Yeah, you gotta get me going by talking about Return to Silent Hill. Oh, thank God. Okay, we didn't override our save. We didn't override our save then. We need to talk about Return to Silent Hill. Anybody watch Return to Silent Hill yet? They weren't married. They weren't married in the movie. They weren't married, guys. James Sunderland was not married to Mary. He left her because she was involved with the Order cult before she died. And he was depressed because he dumped her because she was part of a cult. And then she died. Yeah, there was a new movie. And I'm just reading what I read in the plot. We could just read the Wikipedia plot synopsis because nobody's gonna watch this. So, Return to Silent Hill spoilers. I'm reading the Wikipedia plot synopsis because fuck this movie. while this cool music is playing. Return to Silent Hill is a real movie. It is based on Silent Hill 2. It is the complete opposite of what it needed to be, and it is absolute ass. Listen to this shit. Tell me, like, okay, here's a little thing. Tell me the moment you get mad while I read this plot synopsis. Some time ago, artist James Sunderland has a chance meeting with Mary Crane. Because she needs a last name, guys. Because she's not Mary Sunderland, because he never married her. Meeting with Mary Crane as she's leaving her hometown of Silent Hill. When he inadvertently causes her to miss a bus, she decides to go back. James offers her a ride and they spark a romance, eventually moving in together in Silent Hill. Personally, this is fine. If they wanted to do them meeting for the first time, sure. In the present, James has moved away and has become an alcoholic following the end of his relationship with Mary, and he's in contact with a psychologist who is concerned about his mental well-being. He receives a letter from Mary beckoning him back to Silent Hill, and he hastily returns. He discovers that the town is covered in fog and falling ash, which has been almost entirely abandoned due to an unspecified illness that has killed many. He meets a woman named Angela, also played by Hannah Emily Anderson, who plays Mary. She also plays Angela, Maria, and Moth Mary. Angela is now Mary. Mary is now Angela. Well, the original game is God tier. The original game is God tier because Team Silent was at their absolute peak and they were doing exactly what they felt they needed to do to tell a compelling story that wasn't really told before. Well, it was in different ways, but not in the way they told it. It wasn't following... What makes Silent Hill 2, the original game, stand out above any remake or remaster, or even remaster, really, or adaptation, is that it is not trying to follow up Silent Hill 2. It is not, the creators of Silent Hill 2 were not thinking of, oh man, Silent Hill 2 was an amazing game, I'd better try to outdo this. They were making it. They were making that amazing game. So it shows. Anyway. James soon meets a woman named Maria who looks almost exactly like Mary. Wait, no, we're still here. We're still here. The town, yeah. He meets a woman named Angela, is later attacked by a monstrous entity. The town transforms into a twisted nightmare version of itself, and James is forced to flee to the Woodside apartment building where he and Mary once lived. So they adapted that for the remake, where you had to, like, run from this stupid storm, this stupid Silent Hill homecoming storm attack chase sequence. Inside, he meets a violent and mentally unstable man named Eddie and a young girl named Laura. Eddie, I think, is in one scene in this whole movie. James learns that Mary was taken to Brookhaven Hospital and then encounters a ghoulish... He still thinks Mary's alive, by the way.
Pizza.
He still thinks Mary is alive at this point. And then encounters a ghoulish figure known as Pyramid Head who frightens Eddie away. After a tense encounter with Pyramid Head, James wakes up back in the real Silent Hill, where he again encounters Angela and Laura. Laura claims that she knows Mary. James soon meets a woman named Maria who looks almost exactly like Mary and offers to take him to Brookhaven. Okay, yeah, that's fair, that happened. Along the way, James recalls several memories of learning that Mary was involved in a cult operating in Silent Hill. Oh, fuck. That was founded by her father. Oh, also the cult was founded by her dad! That wasn't in the synopsis when I read it last. After seeing her being drugged and taking a part in an arcane ritual, he and Mary broke up and he left Silent Hill. Shortly after arriving at the hospital, Maria discovers an audio tape, of course, explaining that Mary was poisoned. The hospital transforms into a nightmarish version of itself, and Maria is horribly wounded by monstrous nurses. James is forced to abandon her and is lured into a room by Laura, where he encounters a giant, monstrous, moth-like version of Mary. Because remember the moth in Silent Hill 1? James suddenly awakens in a hospital where his psychologist explains that Mary died shortly after their breakup. This is where he discovers that she died, when he's already balls deep in Silent Hill. And he has become delusional and obsessed with saving her. The hospital transforms back into Brookhaven, and James is able to deduce that Maria isn't real, but is actually a doppelganger of Mary. He finds himself in a gallery made up of dozens of paintings of Mary and declares that he doesn't need Maria anymore. Pyramid Head suddenly appears behind Maria and kills her. James briefly sees a version of himself under Pyramid Head's mask. Jesus Christ, Christoph! Did Christoph write this? You bet he wrote this with like two other dumbasses. The fucking dipshittery of this being an entire team. James suddenly awakens in the hospital. Okay, saving her. Pyramid Head suddenly appears. Yep, okay, yeah. He sees himself under the Pyramid Head mask. Here's a shot of that. Wait, no. Yeah, here's the shot of James with the Pyramid Head mask. It's so fucked. James awakens outside the Lakeview Hotel he and Mary used to frequent. Inside, he encounters Laura, who explains that she, Maria, and Angela are all figments of James's imagination, based on aspects of Mary's personality. So Maria, Angela, and Laura are all just Mary. All of them. All of these characters are Mary now. James also sees a vision of Angela being attacked and developed by a ferocious monster resembling Mary's father, because Mary's father was the cult leader. So what they did was they combined Angela with Mary, so Mary was abused by the cult leader, also her father. Instead of it being an isolated incident, that was Angela's personal journey. Angela no longer exists. James makes it to the roof of Lakeview Hotel, where he has a final flashback. James recalls that he returned to Silent Hill several months prior to find Mary dying of a prolonged illness caused by the cult drugging her. James smothered her to death in a mercy killing to end her suffering. The moth-like version of Mary appears before James and he apologizes to her. It transformed into Mary's body. James places Mary's body in his car and drives off a pier in an apparent suicide. He suddenly wakes up at the moment where he and Mary met. He relives their first encounter, however this time he chooses not to take her back to Silent Hill, instead driving away from the town with her. There it is, hey Angry Sugars, we're talking about Return to Silent Hill, which was made, I'm pretty sure, specifically to make the Silent Hill 2 remake look good. It didn't work, they both look like shit, but... holy fuck! Like, what gets me about adaptations like this is... I'm gonna show something. I'm gonna show what the only thing a filmmaker ever needs to do when they are adapting a video game. Right? Right? Let's look at this real fast. I know I'm off on a huge tangent, but blame Marcus. Blame Marcus for this. Now, let's say that I'm a film director and I decide I want to adapt this movie. First, I'm gonna look at the opening cutscene and see how it introduces things. Okay, here's the main character. We'll probably get like, I don't know, we'll go back in time and get Sean Bean. Okay, he puts his hand in front of his face. I'm gonna write that down. Actually, I don't even need to write that shit down because I'm seeing it right now. And then he kind of looks up, he takes a deep breath. Nice little shot. I'm gonna tell the cinematographer to recreate this exact shot. We better make this fucking bathroom dirty as fuck. No dialogue, no exposition. Just have him kind of stare in the mirror. He's obviously very troubled. We're gonna get Akira Yamaoka to do the soundtrack, because apparently he's cool with that. Just make it exactly... We're just gonna ask him to use the game soundtrack, actually. He asked himself if Mary could really be in the town, and then, you know, he just walks right out. Like, it's already done! You stupid Hollywood fucks! It is already done! You could not have a more easy fucking mode way to make a movie, because your cinematography is already there, your script is already done, your acting is already pretty much fucking handed to you. It's just... You don't have to make it shot for shot every single time. Maybe cut out him running through the woods and make it about 2 minutes instead of 4. But it's already made. You are not, if you are adapting an existing work, you do not have to put forth more effort than just making it that way again. And you will make, sure, people will be like, oh, well, this is just the game that you adapted. How dare you? Yeah, you're going to get dumbasses like that. But people who aren't fucking stupid and expecting a completely different thing from the work you're adapting are going to be happy with it. Like, it is so... if you notice this guy, like, we don't even know if his wife is dead, but we find that out later, right? He says she died of that damn disease 3 years ago.
You promised you'd take me there again soon.
I would absolutely open with her, Mary, reading the letter as it's slowly zooming out in this incredible cinematographic shot where he's looking over this enormous lake.
In our special place. Waiting for you.
Yeah, polyethylene, because you probably do it almost shot for shot.
I got a letter. The name on the...
A movie should respect. I don't even think it needs to expand. It just needs to respect what was already made. It needs to respect what was already made. It shouldn't rewrite. I don't think it should expand either. Although Iron Lung definitely did expand things, but it did it in close proximity with the guy who actually wrote Iron Lung. But like, here's the beginning. I got a letter. The name on the envelope said Mary.
My wife's name. It's ridiculous. Couldn't possibly be.
And apparently there's narration all in the new movie.
That's what I keep telling myself.
But it's nothing like that.
A dead person can't write a letter. Mary died of that damn disease 3 years ago.
All right, so I listened to this line. I'm tasked to adapt Silent Hill 2 into a movie, and I read this line. I'm thinking, oh, okay. Well, I guess she's already dead. Christoph Gans didn't do that. He was like, what if she was still alive and he wasn't even married to her and he left her instead because she was involved with the cult? Because Christoph Gans is obsessed with Silent Hill 1 and 3's cult. And there was a little bit of the cult in Silent Hill 2, but it was very, very subtle. It was somewhat implied that Mary and James both knew about the cult, because you would know about the cult if you lived in Silent Hill. You would, of course, know about the cult. The whole ritual ending heavily hinted that James knew things about the cult and how it worked and what some of the magic shit that they could do, because he's out there actually trying to do it. And I think the ritual ending actually, you know, even though it wasn't the canon ending, it was meant to tell you that they did know things about that shit, and the cult was there in some capacity. Oh, when you say expand, you mean add more emotion where a game takes it away with game. I don't think gameplay takes away from a story's emotion at all. I think that's actually what scares Hollywood so bad about video games, and why video games tend to make way more money with than Hollywood does, right? Because like, look at Red Dead Redemption 2 is like the most like profitable, like the highest grossing piece of Western media, when I'm talking about like, you know, Western gunslinger, Wild West media ever. It's like a 200-year-old genre. Lonesome Dove isn't the highest grossing, right? The spaghetti westerns aren't the highest grossing. fucking Louis L'Amour, like, you know, the Weird West author, none of his are the highest grossing, and he's like the best-selling Western novelist. Red Dead Redemption 2 is, right? And see, I don't think gameplay takes away from the emotional. It can if you're being silly. If you're being silly and you're fucking about, then yeah, you could definitely ruin the tone that a game is going for. But if you're into it and you're immersed in it, then that gameplay actually, the gameplay will actually give the story even more impact, and it'll make it even more emotional. Like, just look at Metal Gear Solid 3. Without going into spoilers, you were given this one final moment where the final boss is dying, and you're standing over the final boss, and you're aiming the gun, and it's a cutscene. Except you have to pull the trigger. You, the player, have to pull the trigger and deal the final blow to the final boss. In fact, Silent Hill 2 does this also. And I feel like putting the decision in the viewer's hands, putting that decision in the player's hands, even though it's the only thing they can do, it gives that final gunshot, that final blow, a lot more power narratively. Yeah, you have to intentionally break the tone of the story with gameplay. You have to do that intentionally, but you can also intentionally actually, you know, play into the story and make it even better. You could do that, yeah, tap X to smother. As long as that thing isn't there, as long as that prompt isn't there, that probably would have been too much. I'm kind of glad they didn't make James, like, smother Mary. Even thinking about it, there are ways to fuck that up too, but that's up to the devs. Yeah, GTA 5 is the highest grossing media in the history besides the Bible. Yeah, like, as a medium, it's obvious what people like the most. And as far as entertainment medium, video games are easily king now. It used to be movies. I don't think it's movies anymore. I think it actually is video games. It's not bias talking either. That's numbers talking. People are just more interested in playing the main character, at least in some capacity, than they are in watching the main character. For example, I get to choose whether to get hopped up on insane illicit substances while killing bosses. Anyway, we're back. Rant over. Looks like a chicken nugget. Dude on the top looks like a chicken nugget. Oh, right. We're in Babylon now. We made it to Babylon. I forgot that I had to choose the area. Look at this border. With your movie, you're forced to keep that tension. Oh, see, I think it all depends on the player. If you want to break that tension, you will. If you don't want to break that tension, you will. You won't. You just won't. But that freedom of choice is something that, like you said, is something that you don't get with a movie. And I feel like that's why video games are generally considered inferior to the games that they adapt. Because you do have to take something away from that. Something has to be lost in that translation. Even if you love video games, and you can make a good video game adaptation, there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. Whoa, what's this? Oh shit, what is this? I found a secret. It looked like a little crack in the wall. I figured I'd try it. What is this? What is this? Oh, the door is locked. Found a secret cave with a secret Babylonian temple. See, this is what I mean. This is also what I mean. Would that have been more exciting if Tom Cruise was walking around town in a scene and he just notices a cave and he goes into it and he's like, what's in this cave? Or was it more exciting finding that myself, right? I'm gonna say I was a little more excited because I didn't even know it was gonna happen. I just walked in that corner, was like, oh shit. You know, these are hiding something. See, I'm in Babylon. I think Babylon is where the 20-year secret was. I want to see if I can just find it. That's what I'm looking for, is the 20-year secret. It may not be Babylon, but I think it is. It's gonna be in front of a tree. Or it's gonna be in some dumb pixel. It's gonna be like on some patch of grass. A guy just tapping X obsessively could have just found it during that 20 years. Hey, nice. Yeah, you've been really working on your haunted house. PS1 Addicts has been working on on restoring a haunted house pinball machine, which is always a pretty Herculean task considering the age of pinball machines and how expensive they can be. But he's doing a really good job with it. He's doing a real good job with it. He's getting... You've got some pretty good parts in for it now. I just saw a unicorn flying towards the north. A unicorn. Slaves gathered from all over the world now live in the Tower of Babel. So the Tower of Babel's still up. Yeah, that's right, and Nebuchadnezzar's involved, so we're like way further back. I have no idea what the people in the Tower of Babel are talking about. They seem to know a lot of things. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. But there it was just a wild accident, and it was so exciting to find that. Prince Nebuchadnezzar rules Babylon. Wasn't this like well before the 1100s AD? This is Old Testament stuff. We are like just... Yeah, they didn't really care about the timeline specifically. I'd like to do some more research. Please come and get me again. Okay, so that's going to be our rest area then. This is a very cool game. For some reason, we're back in Old Testament. I guess they just really wanted the Tower of Babel involved. Okay, so our wizard is there now. He's doing his research there. Weapon shop. I think we already got weapons. I think we already got these. Gazelle sword? Gazeru. Gazeru. I think I already have gazelle sword. Let me check. Gazeru sodo. Yeah, saber. Saber. Sebaru. Gazeru Sebaru. We got it. Cane shield. We got cane shield. We don't need cane shield, do we? Yeah, cane shield's kind of shit, isn't it? Wasn't it able sword and cane shield? Why do I have cane shield? Oh, I guess cane shield is what there is. I guess cane shield is fine. Never mind. Never mind. I think it was okay. Because I did throw the other stuff away when I compared them. That was last stream. Found a temple. This magnificent castle is the Palace of Babylon. Look at how magnificent this castle is, guys. My name is Nebuchadnezzar. Queen Semiramis is my mother. Unfortunately, my mother isn't here. She has gone missing. I was so worried that I couldn't sleep at all and developed insomnia. Oh no, Nebuchadnezzar's... He's losing sleep over his mom being missing. We gotta save her. Accessory shop. What is this? An ivory zabuda. Do I have this? I'm gonna buy it. I'm just gonna buy it. We can always make our money back through combat. Okay, we have a bone zabuda.
My money!
38? 36. Okay, it did add to our armor class. We definitely need an armor class. Let's throw the bone thing away. We have to throw our stuff away. I don't think there's any way to sell things. So we just throw them away. Because otherwise they'll clutter up our inventory. Hello! I'll tell you something. The 8 trigrams, it's 8 trigrams if you get it right. 8 trigrams if you don't get it, you can pay for it later. The child confines the mother in the deep soil. Everything is a prince's work. Okay, I'll pay you. Please come again. That's just an honor system. You don't have to pay him, but he did give us the fortune. There's a cool little... Is that the tower, maybe? Do you think that's the Tower of Babel? What is this? It does look like a little tower. Zubi Bahihi. Or is that Babibi? Zubi. I don't know. He's just saying nonsense.
Who's fucking in there?
He's just saying nonsense. This is the Tower of Babel. That's the Tower of Babel, guys. The Tower of Babel, for those who don't know, is a massive tower that was built specifically to reach the heavens, making it the largest structure at the time, according to the legend. I can hear voices coming from inside. I have no idea what you're talking about, Rumi. I'm sure you can understand. I have no idea what they're saying, Rumi, but do you understand? It's a jumble of words from all over the world. It's quite possible, but it'll take some time. Rumi, please stay here for a while and get information about the city. I understand, but be sure to come and pick me up when you leave town. Okay, yeah, she's fluent in 8 languages, and the Tower of Babel, the way it was, God didn't want them hitting the stratosphere. Because, you know, it was more a dimensional thing than it was a physical thing. So the Tower of Babel was just gonna get people frozen to death. So God struck them all with different languages so they couldn't communicate well. And the building of the tower had to be abandoned because everybody was speaking different languages and only some people could understand each other. That's the legend of the Tower of Babel. Hey, the weather's nice today.
I see.
So that's why everybody's talking weird. And she's like, I think I can figure out what they say, but it'll take some time because she's fluent in like 8 languages. This is a downtown area, and even though I'm poor, my days are happy. So now we're just with the big guy. Do you need something? I guess not. This is the poor side of town. Yes? What would you like? What do you need? They're very... Yeah, okay. Nobody has anything to say here. These houses are kind of pointless. The black market. We found the black market. What do they have? I could just read all this, but... marijuana. Hashishi. That's hashish. Hitteru. Where's that? Hitteru? Biteru? Beetle. It's a beetle. Yeah, the Dogton above the fucking... He it combines with the he, so it just looks like it says he, but it says be. A hen. A hen. A hen? Magiku Kinko. Okay, the translation's saying opium and magic mushroom. Beetle, opium, and magic mushroom. Take whatever you'd like. We're gonna buy the mushroom. I don't know what the mushroom is gonna do. Ahen is opium? Okay. Okay, then it just translated it literally. That's good.
Guess what? It's shrooms mode.
We're gonna take the mushroom.
Shrooms mode.
We'll go ahead and grab the opium. I'm not sure what it'll do. The beetle... I guess there's some kind of narcotic beetle. Okay, so we have to find... Okay, now that everybody's gone except for the big guy, there's also this. The river is so dry, it's full of sludge. Deformed fish are swimming around. Is it safe to go into the river now? Wow, that hurts. I guess it's not safe to go into the river. Save. Let's check our map. Let's see if we can go anywhere. I wonder if the big guy will just go with us. Ah, we can. Yeah, we gotta find the mom. I expected the Tower of Babel to be the place to like, fight. I figured we were just gonna fight up in the Tower of Babel, but apparently not. This town music is incredible, by the way. I really like this town music. It's very good. Oh god. Walking in this is kind of shit. Hopefully we don't die instantly and have to go all this way again. It's gonna happen. Yeah, we can't go diagonally. Even though we're using the numpad to move, the diagonal numbers 1, 1, 7, 9, and 3 aren't usable. Even though they should be. What? Huh? What? What does that mean? Something's going on. Whenever I go in here, the screen freezes for a second and then he pops back into place. I don't know what that is. Menu music's really, yeah, that mystical, hotel, or, inn music, that rest area music. What was that all about? What did that mean, guys? What did Telenet Japan mean by this? What did Reno Productions mean by this? Probably something for later, yeah. Probably something for later, but something that actually triggers while we're here. I guess we gotta find a place to drop off the big guy. Because we go in alone. Even though we have a party, we're pretty much just going in alone. Looks like we're already halfway to max level when it comes to HP. But I'm not sure what that left half is. It may have triggered the, translation. Prince Nebuchadnezzar rules Babylon. So look at the big strong guy. He's so strong. Look at that big strong guy. Let's check on her. I can't hear any information yet.
Triangle knows he can't beat me, and he's not even gonna try.
He's big and strong. Talk to him. Hey, brother, why don't you try being corrupt? Oh, we also have some LSD? Nutmeg. Nutmeg? Nutmeg. There's nutmeg. That's an American tradition. That's not... Nutmeg isn't... That's an American tradition. How the fuck do you abuse nutmeg? Oh, is it psychoactive in high amounts? I didn't know that. I never knew that about nutmeg. I just knew that, a lot of, like, colonial American dishes apparently had a lot of nutmeg in it. The more you know. I thought that said nutmeg. I was just pretty sure I was reading something else. She's gone missing. And that's what got us to that place. What's in here again? Fortune teller, right? No. Child locks up the mother in the deep soil. Everything is a prince's work. Is he saying that the child locks up the mother in the deep soil? He's implying that Nebuchadnezzar actually imprisoned his own mother. Okay. Save. Map. Yeah, it's just... I imagine it's also very minor. I imagine that would be a very minor reaction, considering the sheer legality of nutmeg. You could use it in anything. It's just a very impractical, fucking... It's a very impractical to abuse. Let's see. Let's look around. You know, we are also looking for secrets. I am now fully clued in on secrets in this game, and that this game is full of them. Yeah, I didn't even know. I've never known that. I saw a unicorn flying towards the north. Is that what led us north? Was the unicorn? Do we have to take the LSD to see the unicorn? Is that what it's wanting us to do? I mean, I did buy a bunch of drugs just to see what they do. Maybe... I imagine there are a lot of foods that'll, you know, fuck you up if you eat too much of it. Like, I'm pretty sure parsley, I think, can be bad for you if you eat too much of it. That's why it's like a... I think, something like that. That garnish, that green garnish shit that they put on your plate sometimes in fancier restaurants. I think that's bad if you eat too much of it. Okay, we're going back up here. What if I swear, if I take, like, the LSD or something and then walk up here and find the unicorn, I'm gonna laugh. It's gonna be the funniest shit. Okay. Where's magic mushroom? Magiku Kinoko. Magiku Kinoko. I ate the magic mushroom. No, still ain't seeing nothing. Oh, I don't want to use up the magic mushroom. LSD. Oh, shit. Oh, look at that. My max hit points went to the left. I actually got temporary max hit points from taking the LSD. And still nothing. Alright. Well, I'll reset so I don't lose those, but that doesn't seem like what we have to do. So that's what the left side is. Certain power-ups will give you, like, temporary maxes. We solved at least we solved one mystery. We just have to figure out what else to do. Timothy Leary. I won't confirm or deny that. I don't do any drugs. Like, caffeine is my vice. This is my fucking vice. And it's bad enough. I drink a lot of coffee and I drink a lot of sodas. And I shouldn't. Although it hasn't really been hurting my gym going, I've been hitting the gym. I've been doing basically just the starting strength program, which is very simple. A very simple strength training program. It's deadlifts, presses, either vertical presses where you put your arms up like that, or bench presses, and squats, bar squats. And that's it. That's pretty much it, because it's all you really need, at least for now, at least for the beginning parts. It's really good. I'm feeling that, like, familiar soreness again, except it's not so bad, which I'm liking. It's not so bad. I think because my body got used to it. From, like, I haven't exercised in, like, 5 years, so I was actually really surprised at how smooth it's been. Former user of bad stuff, now you don't even touch, yeah, just cannabis and coffee. Yeah, I feel like those are fine. I feel like those are fine. I'm just coffee and cokes. That's it. Not even the fun coke, the boring, brown carbonated water cokes. Where are we supposed to go? I think the ultimate anti-drug was expenses. It just cost too much money, and it was either drugs or video games. I was like, nah, fucking video games. When I was younger, I was like, nah, nah, I'd rather play Final Fantasy VII. Like, again for the third time. Oh, we found the pharmacy. I've never been in here. There's some stuff. There's some stuff I haven't seen. Sleeping pills. I don't see... There's some Lorinamin A, there's some Paprin, there are some sleeping pills. I don't feel like I need sleeping pills. Yeah, that could be if your EKG is too high. And you have to counteract it. They had sleeping pills. Like, what if your EKG gets too high on the bottom right here? From, like, getting fucked up. And, you take those in order to lower it, maybe? That sounds horrible. That sounds horrible. That doesn't sound like something that would be good. And then there's the weapon shop, which we've already been to. Get out of there. Let's talk to Neb again. Let's talk to Nebuchadnezzar again. Maybe let's try one of the other entrances. No. Oh, crap. Come on. There you go. Nah, they don't do anything. My mother isn't here. She's gone missing. I couldn't sleep at all, and I developed insomnia. The John Belushi. Jesus. I don't know. I know that these guys probably aren't very well versed in drugs. These were just a bunch of game devs in 1988 Japan. So who knows? Maybe it'll work in this fictional universe. Alright. There's gotta be something. Oh, maybe something's going on in that western part of town now. Maybe now something will happen here. The tree in the north didn't do anything, which has really thrown me off. Weird little cubby holes. I wonder if there's like a secret entrance in one of these. Doesn't look like it. I don't think there is, but it's funny that it's like made like this. I guess they wanted to keep it weird. Wanted to make it like a real cave. The door is locked. Any new people here? There may be somebody, like, wandering around now that wasn't here before. Oh, there's a little, yeah, but the river's all fucked up. The river's it doesn't look it, but it's gross. The river is currently gross. That looks like it. This looks like it leads somewhere secret. That looks like a secret cave. Look at the way those bricks just stop right there. Could be one of these pillars. I don't think so. What's interesting is that this isn't the Tower of Babylon. This is a completely different thing. Seems to lead underground, too. Not really finding anything. Oh, are we probably supposed to find the Alembic now? So we can do better research? Is this the Alembic? Is this the infamous Alembic area? The world-famous Alembic mission? Have we already stumbled upon the 20-year mystery, guys? And can we find it? How's it going, Zordon? Can we find the The 24 mystery. Thank you for the 16 bits.
Ralph_124C_41 donated 16 bits. It is only when mosquito lands on your balls that you realize there is a way to solve problems without using violence. Confucius.
Yeah, that's true. That is very real wisdom, nightmarish wisdom, but necessary. Playing some Unicorn Overlord. I need to play that. Actually put some fucking mileage on my Switch. Oh, it's called Harks. It's called Harks because it's about the Harkonnens polythylene. I may make an alternate where it's beat off. My cooldown is much larger. Although Midnight did update her cooldown. I don't want more LSD. Maybe it was the nutmeg. Maybe we needed to eat the nutmeg. The weather is nice today. What are we supposed to do?
We won the battle, Madiba.
I can't hear it. I can't glean any info yet. Do you think it's the big one? Do you think the big one is holding us back? Maybe it's the big guy, guys. Maybe the big guy is holding us back. Maybe we have to sell him off again, and he has like wacky indentured servant adventures. Maybe that's what they're going for. We found another circus for you. And there's his little hut. There's the wizard's hut. That's the weapon shop? The river is gross and it hurts. It hurts to be in, so you don't want to wait around in it. That's the fortune teller, and this is the bargain bin. That's the bargain shop, the accessory shop. And then we have Nebuchadnezzar's tower, and that's it. I wonder if we are here. I wonder if we're here. Maybe this is the 20-year mystery part. Yeah, I didn't miss any places. I didn't miss any places to go. Maybe there's something we have to do here somehow. Maybe there's like something to hit. I noticed that there's this weird little thing here, this little fork that doesn't really need to be here. Oh, the PC-88 had some really, really good gems. Like, the PC-88, you know, it was sprinting, so PC-98 could fly, but it was sprinting hard. Like, it was making great leaps. PC-98's, like, modern, well, not modern, but, you know, like, good, like, traditional Superman, where he's, like, flying around. Then PC-88 would be the 30s Superman that was, like, jumping over buildings and shit. Like, not really flying, but really close. Like, PC-88 is nothing to sneer at. In fact, I've been wanting a good emulator. This is actually, like, the only emulator. It's a PC-8801MA emulator, but it's a certain one that you can find that actually hooks to Textractor. The other ones don't. This is the only version that does. What am I supposed to do here? Equip Fireball? Set the tree on fire? No, that didn't do anything. What on earth? That's all it's doing. Do we need like a shovel or something? And you can tell that you can tell that something is happening because the EKG freezes whenever I walk into this tree. Like something is loading, but it's not triggering anything. It's like running a check that I'm not passing. Is the only thing I can think of. Like a check is not being passed. Oh, for sure. Absolutely, Lasorda. Yes, he started to fly in the 40s. Yeah, he was leaping tall buildings in a single bound. He was really, yeah, like, he was still incredibly powerful. He just wasn't flying. He wasn't physically flying until around the 40s when they were like, let's just make him fly. It's way cooler. It's way cooler if he just started fucking flying. PC-88 is more like that Golden Age Superman that didn't fly, though. Not quite there, but still awesome. Fucking while flying is something that Superman is probably capable of doing. And I don't see it being that strenuous for him. Watch me, like, tap on the ground and find something. I'll just tap on suspicious-looking areas of the ground and find exactly what I need. Yeah, that's how he did. No, I think he would just run like a normal guy and jump, but whenever he jumped, instead of doing like a Olympic leap, he would literally just go really fucking high in the air. Superman's running on all fours, flying at you would be terrifying. That would be scary as shit. I would never want to commit a crime ever. I would never want to commit a crime with Superman around. I would feel very stupid to want to commit a crime with Superman in town. Or on the planet. I'm surprised crime didn't just dry up completely. Oh yeah, Unicorn Overlord is basically Fire Emblem, but by Vanillaware, which is gonna definitely have its own distinct flavor. I hope the story's good, because I feel that, from my experience with Vanillaware, which is pretty much entirely Muramasa the Demon Blade, Muramasa the Demon Blade was good up until you started getting the secret endings. And the secret endings felt very tacked on. They didn't feel like they fit anything. I was hoping they would be better because, you know, you were working harder for them. But, like, the final endings that they didn't expect you to even get, where you got all the swords, weren't even connected. There wasn't even a secret final boss. I was kind of amazed by that. It tells me they ran out of budget by then. I was expecting, like, a secret final boss, but there was nothing of the sort. There was nothing like that. Is there an inn? You find anything yet? Please come and get me again. Guys, I'm kind of I'm immediately stuck. I'm immediately stuck. I don't know what to do. I've tried pretty much everything. And we got some opium, but I don't see... the only thing I can think of is take a certain drug and then run into the tree. But I could be wrong. Yeah, Unicorn Overlord has really cool art. I like the, and sure enough, the guy who runs Vanillaware is, like, I think he's the main artist. That's why they're so artistically impressive. Just to look at. They're just so pretty to look at. Apparently, Jason Schreier, you know, they also made Dragon's Crown, which I need to play. I want to, like, seriously play Dragon's Crown. And I remember Jason Schreier complaining about the witch and the barbarian woman in Dragon's Crown. Just for those who don't know. Just for those who don't know, the sorceress in Dragon's Crown literally, let's see, literally looks like, you know, this is the sorceress in Dragon's Crown. Let me find an in-game model. I mean, here's the closest thing to an in-game model. Hell, I think that's just an official model. Yeah, here's like official art. And here's the barbarian.
My boobies. My massive fucking titties.
And Jason Schreier just thought this was the most horrible stuff. Not the barbarian, but the
My fucking fabric stretching, wind flapping, gravity welling, sick rounds.
yeah, the Amazon.
Do you mean these super duper ultra goddamn all American motherfucking tits?
Here's the barbarian. Jason Schreier was so pissed at this. And the guy who runs Vanillaware thought that was hilarious. Let me find this. Let me find the moment. Yeah, here we go. I found it. It's so funny. George Kamitami. It seems that Mr. Jason Schreier of Kotaku is pleased with neither Sorceress nor Amazon. The art of the direction which he prefers was prepared. Founder of Vanillaware, guys. Yeah, apparently women can't have muscles. He updated it for Jason Schreier. So bad. Okay. Okay, let's get the opium then. Let's use the opium, see if it works. I used opium. That didn't work. What else do we have? Okay, that's our Earth sign. Bird heart? That's right, we have like this weird bird thing, didn't we? I used some Yopo. Maybe Yopo's it. No. What the hell am I supposed to do then? Yeah, how can you? I don't know. Jason Schreier's an idiot. He's good at exposing corruption in companies, but he's really bad at criticizing video games. Map. Guys, I have done literally everything. I have literally done everything. I don't know what the game wants from me. I have done everything. Have I not talked to the right person? Let's talk to everyone. City of Babylon. I guess. City... Oh, wait. Life is better now that Queen Semiramis is gone. That is a very weird thing for someone to say. I'm just talking to everyone in town. Prince Nebuchadnezzar now rules Babylon. Yeah, because Semiramis is still queen. He would be prince. I have no idea what the Tower of Babel is talking about, but they're saying something. Slaves gathered from all over the world now live in the Tower of Babel. The Tower of Babel was left unfinished and rotted away. I saw a unicorn flying towards the north. I think that's what unlocked the north, but we didn't see any unicorns. Brother, why don't you try being corrupt? I don't know if that is a hint. Some men are dying of thirst while others drown. I mean, you guys know what I think about barbarian women. I think they're awesome. This is downtown. I'm poor, but my days are happy. Alright, that's cool. Sometimes you don't need money to be happy. It just really, really helps. So. I can't glee. Yeah, she isn't finding much out yet of how tiny the Tower of Babel is. The Great Tower of Babel, and it's just this little fart. It's so good. Maybe somebody in here. Maybe we'll get more info from here. Otherwise, I may have to look something up. Is she like 7 feet tall, Shire? Right? That would be scary. That would be a scary thing. You're looking for Na'vi women at that point. Look at 9-foot blue aliens. Alright. I'm just talking to people in town, hoping that one of these people will trigger something. I know, Shile Rai. This is the city of Babylon. Go in. Accessory shop. Get a detachable shower head. And then there's this guy who just says that Nebuchadnezzar probably locked up Semiramis. So we've interviewed everyone in town. I think we've talked to everybody now. Let's go back to the wizard. I'd like to do more research. Let's do this. Let's show him the... Show him this. Cannot be used here. Oh, it's only showing these two for some reason. It's only showing those first two things. It doesn't matter, though. Let's see here. I'm not really... I don't know, guys. I don't know. I've done everything. I haven't done everything. There is one thing that I haven't done yet. And that is what we need to do to continue. I've been stuck here for like an hour and 10 minutes. We haven't seen a single sword fight so far. The mysteries of Babylon are proving to be too much. There are 2 black markets. Marijuana, hashish, beetle, opium, magic mushroom. And we're more than allowed. This is the seedy backside of Corrupt Town. Second black market, which has LSD and nutmeg. I don't want any of that either. Shit. Shit. I do not want to look up a walkthrough. Maybe if we use the... Maybe we have to use the egg thing. Like, let me look at my items again. Maybe it'll actually show them now. No, it's still mold. It's this thing here. It's this thing here that we need to use somewhere. Maybe. Maybe. There you go, Happy Cakes. There you go. Hell yeah. But can you solve the mystery of Babylon, Happy Cakes? Because I sure fucking can't. I'm just... Oh, man. This is brutal. You probably do a better job, Happy Cakes. You should play Exile. I'm just pixel hunting now. I'm just pixel hunting. What are we supposed to do? Somebody said there was a unicorn to the north of here. That is my only clue is that somebody saw a unicorn to the north of Babylon. That is literally it. It's interest you in the official exile strategy guide for a paltry $10.99. Oh, and see, there's this shit on the other side of the river too. Maybe we have to find a way to purify the river. Maybe that's what we need to do. We need to purify the river. Purify the river. Is there like a big toilet flusher that we need to find, or what about solving the mystery of the druids? The mystery of getting Mystery of the Druids to run on my Linux PC. I bet I could. I bet I could. You could run just about everything on it. Especially video games. Especially emulated video games. But Druids is a little different. That's a full PC. Those are when it gets a little tricky. She's not gonna say anything. The only thing I think to do is go north and actually, like, run into the tree a bunch of times until I see a unicorn. What legends? Are there any drug-related legends about unicorns? Is there a specific drug I have to take in order to see unicorn? Yeah, you can get, you can definitely get things like Game Maker running on Linux easily. The only game that I have been thoroughly unable to run because of how, because it just will not read, it will not read past the disc check like it would normally. I'd probably just need a full physical copy of, this one visual novel. Which is, the one with the extremely good soundtrack, despite it being a Western-themed porn game. It has this god-tier soundtrack that was done by this Italian band, which is incredible. An incredible Italian band. It's the one with Django in the title, but I forgot the rest of the title. Makaz actually played that, I think. When I found it, he hadn't yet, and then he found it, and then he started playing it. That's probably the only game that I couldn't get running on this machine. The soundtrack is fucking incredible. The soundtrack is amazing. Like, while I'm dicking around with this, I could just play Cold Metal. I'll just play Cold Metal, fuck it. I wonder if I could just find it. Just type it in Cold Metal. No, I can't. No, it's playing some kind of nuts. Yeah, no, that's not it. That's definitely not it. That's Iggy Pop's Cold Metal. I wonder if this will do it. Nitro Plus. Zoku Sasariku no Jango is what it's called. And it has this amazingly good soundtrack. Like, here's the album cover. Here's the album cover. It's so good. Oh, yeah. Listen to this shit. How could I not want to play that? Apparently there's like some gun shit too. Like there's actual good gameplay in the game too in places. It's got a huge fan base too. It just has never been translated. It's too good. I'm the last man. Oh man, listen to this. There's more to this too. I'll play some more shit. It's insanely good. There's gotta be something. There's gotta be something. There's like a key on the ground. Is this a 20-year mystery, guys? I'm genuinely... The story's apparently worth it. The story apparently makes it necessary. It's so good.
The precious, the warmth, everything we treasured turned to dust.
It's...
All was lost, but the weight of cold metal.
Yeah, it was done by this Italian band who probably had no idea they were doing music for a porn game or didn't care.
Cold as my heart.
It's better than Aberon! Yeah.
Burning the flame of hell.
It's like something you'd hear from a fucking Prime Konami game.
Discharge the mayhem. Cold.
But it's not getting me any closer to finding whatever the fuck I'm looking for.
Run, but it's too late. Cold metal.
It's funny that this is the first thing I found.
Point blank in my face.
If there was a game that I needed, what's weird about it though is that the disc check, even with an ISO, it just will not play. I may just have to buy the game. I may have to find and buy the game. I may have to hunt down and buy the game in order to play it. Let's see, what other fucking... Like, this whole soundtrack is just amazing. Let me see if I can find one. Zoku Satsuriku no Jungle. Oh, yeah, that's what I need to type in then. Zoku. Oh, which one was F? I think F was that really emotional one. Again, this is a porn game.
Il giorno più gentile è quello che trasforma.
It's so good. It should have been in like a major AAA game.
Trasforma l'astuzia nello stile. Dimmi ti prego come si fa.
You think she knew? Yeah. Well, I mean, that is the theme of the game. That is definitely the theme of the game. Like, let me turn the filter on this. Like, this is essentially what the game looks like. I turned on the filter, don't worry. Like, this is what the game looks like. Like, it's not exactly subtle about what it is. Here's one of the covers that's just insane. We find a bigger version of this. I mean, there it is. Yeah, there it is. It's like some weird... Like, it's some weird fantasy western where there's, like, orcs and shit. It's kind of like The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, or kind of like, not that, but, Fistful of Dollars, where they have to deal with, like, this 200-man army, which is the name of this huge gang. They just call it the 200-man army or something like that, and they have to stop it. And all this, like, good, bad, ugly shit happens. Yeah, pretty much. It's, like, kind of disappointing that they had to make it porn, because porn sold then, right? Porn was just selling in Japan. So, usually people would have these awesome stories, or these awesome game ideas, but they were like, well, shit, let's just throw in some porn scenes, that way we can actually get this published. It happens. It happened a lot. Yeah, this could have been an incredible, like, PS2 game with this kind of soundtrack. There was some gun combat, apparently, in the game that I'm really curious about. I don't know how they did that. I'm wondering if it's, like, Silverload or something. But I have no idea. We have a locked door. We have a locked door. That's our only clue is a tree trigger that does nothing. A unicorn that somebody saw. Our wizard wants to do research. And our linguist wants to listen to the Babylonians in the Tower of Babel and try to figure out their languages. And that's it. That's all we have. Those are our only clues, guys. They did a lot of work with Dario and Argento. Oh, Goblin? Yeah. Oh, yeah, I know. Goblin's awesome. I've been watching a lot of Argento movies. I watched Inferno and I watched Suspiria again. I watched Suspiria again and I'm glad I did because it was way better the second time I watched it. It was so... I don't know why I didn't like it so much the first time. I thought it was fine the first time. I thought it was good. But watching it again, it was just fucking mind-blowingly good. I guess I was just kind of tuned out or exhausted or so. I was just tired from work or something. Yeah, with all the fucking barbed wire. Where she, like, works so hard to stack those little boxes and climb out before the fucking... Before the fucking guy with the... Like, picks the lock. And then she doesn't look down, she sees the door, she doesn't look down, and she jumps down, and there's fucking barbed wire all in the room. That was brutal. And it wasn't barbed wire, you can tell it wasn't barbed wire, it was just wire. It was probably still an extremely uncomfortable scene to shoot, it didn't look like it felt good. We only have 2 places to go. We have this guy is no help to us at all, he's got really sick Ozzy Osbourne glasses, but otherwise he is no help. All we have is this northern mountain, which supposedly has a unicorn somewhere. Maybe there's a secret exit here. Maybe there's something secret here. I'm really looking. I'm gonna get very, very pixel honey with this. It'll usually be something that looks a little misaligned and a little off. Like that. Maybe that little crack here. No. For me, though, it was the big finale scene where she's sneaking around. And they, like, set it up to where obviously she was gonna be, like, the American girl was gonna be the one to get killed next. And they, like, made it very... They telegraphed the shit out of it. And she's, like, sneaking around. And that part, like, the whole, like, near end of Suspiria... And I'm talking about the original. I don't care about the new one that nobody watched. That one was just goofy. It just wasn't the same because it wasn't Argento. Argento was good because he was Argento and he had good cinematographers. But, like, where she's, like, sneaking around. And she's not, you know, she's about as good at sneaking as your average untrained ballet dancer. But she manages to sneak around and you're, like, just so tense the entire time. And then the big climax happens. It's fucking awesome. There was a big climax in Inferno, too. Inferno was really good. And I feel like Inferno gets a bad shake because they kept comparing it to Suspiria. But I think it worked really well on its own. I liked how you weren't really sure who the main character was for like half the movie, because every time you had a main character, that main character ended up dead. Like, it was just so intense. There's the tree. You walk into the tree. Nothing happens. You walk away from the tree. Do we have any other shit that we could eat? That's a sign of water? What is this? I used holy water. Maybe I need to eat, maybe I needed to drink some holy water. I'm just gonna eat and drink everything. I'm just gonna eat and drink everything I have and see if that does it. It won't be papadon. It won't be yopo. Yohimbe. Yohimbe. Alright. It's not gonna be my medicines. Okay, we can't use that. We used morphine. Morphine is not it. Maybe we have to wait for it to, like, kick in. Let's wait for the LSD to kick in. I used LSD. Or maybe it's like a field thing and you can pre-use it. I used morphine and LSD at the same time. I don't know what that's gonna do. Come on, game. Something. It's just some weird little thing here. Well, doing that did nothing. I am so confused, guys. I am so confused. Do you think I need to get the guide? I wonder if I can find Makaw's guide. I bet I could probably find it. If he uploaded it, I could find it. I just have no idea, guys. Does anybody have any idea? It doesn't look like taking drugs and getting in there works. I don't think that's what it is at all. Shaboy J, welcome in Raiders. Maybe you guys can help. We have been stuck since we started. We've been stuck since we started. We don't know what to do. We don't have very many clues. We have talked to everyone in town. We cannot find anything. Yeah, they usually do. This one is particularly sensible. We still have the big ogre dude, and I'm wondering if we need the big ogre dude or if we need to get rid of him somehow. We need to plant him somewhere. Maybe that's what we need to do. And he just says the water's shit. He just says the water's bad, and he doesn't want to get in there. How's it going, Will? Welcome in. We're very stuck. I feel like girl figuring out what the guys are saying is going to be a big deal. I feel like that's probably going to be our big leap. Because they seem to know a lot of things. Let's go into the Tower of Babel again. I don't know any information yet. I can't hear any information yet. This guy just talks. He just makes silly noises. Heebie, 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 heebie. He doesn't say anything important. It's like the Dub Bears. It's like the Dub Bears in that Mana game.
Welcome to another episode.
This is a special episode of Getting Lost with Alpha. I've never done literally everything before and then nothing happened. Yeah, the Dub Bears. That's what they were called. They had like the specific... Oh, sleeping pills! Maybe we have to buy sleeping pills and give them to the king. I think I might have figured it out. Oh god, I hope it works. Okay, where's the pharmacy? Isn't it here? Yes. What if we were out of money then? We would have been fucked. Yeah, the dub dares, yeah. Legend of Mana. I need to play Legend of Mana. I need to play the Mana games. I want to play the Mana games, and I want to play the Saga games. Even though I hear they get really long. I especially want to play Unlimited Saga and see if I can actually beat it. It's a game that a lot of people, especially in the West, hate. It's a game that I always really, really liked. I always thought it was really cool, especially with its weird, vague systems, where, like, part of the game was figuring out how the game itself worked. Motherfucker! You're such a smart guy. I am. You're giving me sleeping pills. Which one? Wow, Pepep. Well, this is it. What? This is it. Can you take such a... How can I take such a nasty medicine? Oh, he didn't want it? Well, obviously he did. Go home, go home. There's no need for you guys. Well, that must have triggered something. Somebody mentioned sleeping pills. I think Kami sort of mentioned sleeping pills, so I think he figured it out. Okay. We're definitely saving now. We pissed off Nebuchadnezzar, which has to be a good thing. Something will happen now. I figured it out. I want to play the other Saga games, and I want to kind of compare it to Unlimited Saga. Unlimited Saga is very, very interesting. Uh-oh. Yeah, see, I knew you guys would help. Use the makeup and seduce the king. I figured it out. I had to cure the king's insomnia with nasty medicine. I had to get sleeping pills for the king in 11th century Middle East. Alright, let's go to the Tower of Babel and see if she has anything to say. No info yet. Oh, of course. How was your stream?
Good to see these Harkonnens beaten off.
We've beaten off the Harkonnens. Finally. Let's just look around in case we find anything changed. Watch that be a soft lock. I gave him the wrong medicine. More cave story modding. Oh, you had a mental block on design, and so sometimes that happens. Sometimes you wonder, okay, what's gonna happen next? Like, what do I gotta do next? Maintaining that internal logic is always a good thing. Go home, go home. There's no need for you guys. We really pissed him off. We really pissed off Nebuchadnezzar giving him that. I hope he doesn't throw us in a furnace. I hope he doesn't throw us in a furnace, guys. That would suck. But once you figure it out, I find that I used to be like bothered by little mental blocks like that, and then I gamified them. Even when it comes to writing, like I'm like, okay, how do I make this work? How does this work? What would they do? I always wonder, what would character do? I never think, what do I need? What are they gonna do? Sometimes that'll lead to some anticlimaxes, but as long as it's authentic, I feel like people will forgive that. And then the real climaxes will actually hit harder. I don't know why we needed to... Well, we pissed the king off. Yep. Straight to the furnace. That would be progress that we need. We made some progress, but now we have to figure out what that progress meant. Maybe now we go up north. and we'll see the unicorn. Oh, that's really cool. Cut content reintroduced. One of the scenarios you play through is a deceptive motherfucker with its length. Because you have one thing to do in it, but you're given absolutely no direction on getting there, with basically the entire world open to you to find exactly what it is you're supposed to do. That sounds kind of like what Octopath Traveler tried to do. But the characters in Octopath were so bland. The story and characters in Octopath just did not interest me at all. So I stopped playing it pretty quick. I imagine Saga Frontier is probably way better about it. And of course, Unlimited Saga, you had all these disparate characters that were all interesting. And sometimes they would join forces, and most of the time they wouldn't. The only thing really tying to get together was this weird festival that they all happened to cross paths in. Whether they met each other or not, they just happened to be in that one area one time. There were a lot of cool characters in that. James Hurley from Twin Peaks voiced the dude with the cursed gauntlet in that game, which surprised me. Okay, well that's still nothing. You can play Star Ocean. It's got a fan translation. Star Ocean's really good. Probably one of the first fan translations I've ever played. Zagnarov and MGS Peace Walker. Yeah, I don't see... Google AI is the worst large language model there is. Google AI is absolutely useless. It had no idea what Exile even was. I guarantee you. Your first translation was Secret of Mana 2. Mine was either Star Ocean or Metal Gear 1. I can't remember which. I think it was Star Ocean. Your first was Tales of... I'll bet she fucks like a tiger. That was a hilarious translation, but also a really good game. Well, shit, maybe the tower's unlocked now. Well, we pissed the king off. I don't know what else we did. Maybe we have to buy more sleeping pills? If we had no money, we'd be fucked. We would be soft-locked. But you get a shitload of money anyway, and you could spend, like, you don't even spend, like, half of it. Maybe we're supposed to buy the sleeping pills and then tell the wizard. SD3. SD3. Super Dimension Macross 3. Final Fantasy V, I know. I did play Final Fantasies 3 and 5 fan translated easily. Like, they were 100% worth it. I loved Final Fantasy V. Seiken Densetsu. Ah, okay. Never played any of the Seiken Densetsu games. Z-Quill. Often mistaken for XZR. Maybe you want a sweeter sleeping potion. Sweet sleeping potion can be made from fellagrass, but it's difficult to harvest. Fellagrass grows at the bottom of the Euphrates River. If you can get it, I will buy it at a high price. The Euphrates River, isn't this river? But it's all gross. Euphrates River, it's gotta be outside then. We're going outside. Alright, we have a mission now. That was so weird. That was so weird. I didn't think there would be like a money thing. those are the mana games. Mana games. SD3 is Trials of Mana. What the heck is Benevidin? Whereas the fan translation called them God Beasts. Amazing. Okay, so we have to find... I'm thinking this is the Euphrates River, which is what we're at. I think this is the Euphrates River, and we have to find whatever sleeping herb. Let's talk to the wizard. I'd like to do some more research. Yeah, that's gotta be the Euphrates River there. That's gotta be the Euphrates River. It's literally the only river. Okay, what did the nurse... What did the doctor say again? Let's talk to her again. Look how she's like a very stern Nurse Joy. You want sweet sleeping potion. Fella grass. Grows at the bottom of the Euphrates River. If you can get it, I'll buy it at a high price. But how do we get into the river? It's such a puzzle game. It seems that the reason why the Euphrates River has become polluted is because of the Abu Dhabi industrial complex located upstream. Alright, thank you. Now we can fight. That was such torture. We're finally moving. What was I stuck for, like, almost 2 hours? Jesus. Sorry, guys. That one was tricky. That one was tricky. The only thing I didn't do was buy the sleeping pills, because I didn't think it would be a money thing. Even 100 gold, you may not have had 100 gold. If I didn't have 100 gold, then it would all be over. I wouldn't be able to progress at all, because there's nowhere to fight. Oh, shit, it's probably this. What the fuck? What are all these modern day industrial factories doing in 1100s AD Babylon, where massive BC Nebuchadnezzar is prince? What is this game's timeline? I'm in Abu Dhabi, the richest country in the world, where I have a monopoly on the world's oil. What kind of fucking fever dream is this game? What year is it? What year is it? Why am I at an oil rig? XZR, the nighttime sniffling, sneezing, coughing, aching. Why am I passed out on the floor? Oh fuck, there's Smurf's medicine. You there. Don't throw waste into the river. Don't be silly. So-and-so, don't throw waste into the... Don't be silly. You won't be able to get oil if you do that. Nature belongs to everyone. Whether I pollute the river or not is up to me. If you have to insist, then yes, I like horse racing and I have an eye for beautiful and fast horses. If you give me a horse that I have never seen before, I will suspend the industrial complex for 1 year. How about that? Well, then I'm looking forward to... Okay, now we can go to the unicorn. This is insanity! What even is this part of the game? Like, the first two stages made a lot more sense, you know, they were kind of error approach. This is just all over the damn place. The timelines are bleeding into each other. We are already hitting some kind of weird meta-temporal clusterfuck. I'm about to sneeze, guys. Oh, yeah. Ah! Ah! Oof. I knew it was gonna happen. It was hurting. You're only tuning like halfway through this, and so far you're not disappointed. We've hit actual progress, which has taken us through some serious shit. Ugh. Time sneeze. A unicorn is flying at me. There he goes.
Hello, Harry. It's me, Hagrid.
Classic RPG trope. Giving an oil baron a racehorse so he'll stop the industrial complex for a year. Do you think Final Fantasy VII would have been a shorter game if they just gave President Shinra a racehorse? Like, just like you go to the Chocobo races and you just, like, breed a gold Chocobo and then you go right back to Shinra? And you're like, hey, listen, I know we've been blowing up your reactors, but if you just kind of stop the reactors, we'll give you this golden Chocobo. Alright, that'll buy you a year. And then the story ends. A unicorn's flying at me! Okay. I guess we have the... Do we have the unicorn now? Oh yeah, Final Fantasy VII start. I thought it was the whole game. I thought we had nearly beaten the game. That Final Fantasy VII, the first time I played it, I'll never forget. I will never forget getting to the end and them going outside, and then it fades out, and even though there were 3 discs, I expected credits. And it fades out, and the fucking world map pops in, and my mind is just fucking blown. My mind was just completely fucking pulverized, blown. I couldn't believe it. I was growing up on, like, N64, so I never really played... Like, I went from Genesis to N64, so I never played anything with, like, huge scales like that. Outside of, like, Ocarina of Time. So... Yeah, and it's not even the whole first disc. Like, that's not even the whole first disc, and so much happens before you even leave Shinra, and then the world is just so much bigger than that. Like, it's just incredible. And then years later, I played Final Fantasy VII Remake, and it ended exactly where that fucking first part was. I was like, yeah, this is what I was expecting when I was a kid. Like... I remember being so hyped for Quest 64 for some reason. I'm kind of curious about it now, actually. Oh, also, by the way, be sure to vote for the next game. We have Ultima 2, we have Nirvana Zeta 2, and we have the mystery game. It's not Quest 64. And on Saturdays, this coming Saturday, it's Thursday now. This coming Saturday, we're going to be playing Phantasy Star 3. We're going to be doing this every Saturday. Yeah, we can make this into 3 games this time. Yeah, right. Like, the exact thing that you would expect when you were younger playing Final Fantasy VII. Now they're just doing that. Yeah, Phantasy Star 3 is it's not a vote game. That's not a game you vote for. That's a game we'll be playing each Saturday because it's a long game. And I want to play long games on Saturdays. That way we get to still play other games. It keeps the variety fresh. I don't know. I hear Phantasy Star 3 is a bad game, but it looks so, oh god, elegant that I don't think it is a bad game. I think it's secretly an awesome game. And it never gets old, Kami Lasorda. It never gets old. I could watch the fucking Knights of the Round Attack all day. I think it was like a whole minute. I think it was like 2 minutes. It couldn't be 5 minutes. There's no way it was 5 minutes. Yeah, a lot of people love Phantasy Star 3. I feel like it is way better than people say. I think what happened was it got overshadowed by Phantasy Star 4. I am convinced entirely convinced that Phantasy Star 3 is going to be better than Phantasy Star 2. Phantasy Star 2 had really awesome moments that made it worth it, but ultimately, it was a vile motherfucker of a game. I ultimately wasn't crazy about Phantasy Star 2 from a gameplay perspective. I thought that it needed more bosses, but I also knew that it couldn't have more bosses because the dungeons were so fucked that the team was like, we cannot put more bosses than absolutely necessary because going all this way just to get bodied by a boss is not fun if the game is already not fun. So they got rid of their bosses. They had all these boss designs and they just made them regular enemies. And there were 2 bosses in the whole game, and I am very convinced that they did that way because the dungeon designs were so fucking bad. They were just that fucking bad. Phantasy Star 2 has some of the worst dungeon design I have ever seen in an RPG. Without it being boring. They're not boring dungeon designs, but they are such a fucking slog. Yeah, they are just horrible. Oh, I didn't mind that. I didn't mind the encounter rate, and I didn't mind the rebalancing XP. I didn't give a shit about that. The fighting was fine. The problem was entirely the dungeon design and lack of bosses. And if they made, and if they had somebody who wasn't just an evil son of a bitch writing up these dungeons and getting somebody who actually made fun dungeons, they would have had a lot more freedom to implement bosses the way I'm sure surely they wanted to, because there were bosses in Phantasy Star 1. So Phantasy Star 3 I'm very, very interested in. Phantasy Star 4 I'm also even more interested in because apparently it's considered like one of the best RPGs ever made. I'm very interested in that. But I want to play Phantasy Star 3 first, because Phantasy Star 3 has such an incredible... I love the opening of Phantasy Star 3, where, like, he's about to get married. The main character's this prince, and he's about to get married. And then his wife gets kidnapped on the altar. She gets kidnapped. And he gets really pissed off. He's like, I will fucking hunt these assholes down. This is war. And the dad doesn't want war, so he's like, guys, restrain him. Just let him sleep in a cell for a bit. Let him calm down. Oh, God. Phantasy Star 3 opened so well. 3 is your favorite, but 4 is better. Well, 4 is apparently just this god game. It's apparently a god game. I have no doubt that Phantasy Star 4 is probably the best in the series. Okay, so go back here. But Phantasy Star 3 has, like, such an incredibly good opening. It has such an incredibly good opening, especially with its music and stuff. Oh, this is amazing! Okay, it did follow us. We did get the unicorn. The unicorn just decided to come with us. It's the legendary horse, the unicorn. And it even has wings! So it's a cross between a Pegasus and a unicorn. It's a pegacorn. But I guess these horns and wings aren't just glued together, right? Ah! Hee-heen! Why is he yelling hee-heen? That was the horse. He was pulling on the wings and horn, and the horse was going because it was hurting. Oh, it's hurting! It is real! Okay, we'll shut down the industrial complex as promised. The river should be clean for a while now. Thank goodness. You got every ending? I see, there are multiple endings. Apparently they aren't so different from each other. Evidently that was like a point of criticism, was that they weren't super different from each other, but that's not a bad thing. I'm curious. I don't care what ending I'm locked in. I'm just gonna go for one ending. We could YouTube the other endings or something. I wonder how, depending on how different it is. Okay, now we could go in here. The river is clear, just like that, guys. Kindy, please wait while I get the Ferrograss. Are we underwater? Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. I wanted to jump. Okay, so now they're all away. Are we just under the water? Ninja Turtles! We got Ninja Turtles! Ow, 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 ow. Okay, we have good defense at least. We have decent defense. Oh, that sucks. I want to get leveled up enough to one-shot the turtles. Okay, 2888. Okay, 88. 888. 924. So about 40 experience. Yeah, we're under the water. We're not drowning. We can breathe. Apparently we can breathe under the water. Wait. 80. 2980. Wait for me to... Whoa, 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 what was that? Okay, so like 28. What the hell was that? I got like generated on nothing. Holy shit, it's these things. I gotta get out of here. Barbarous King was trying to beat NES Ninja Turtles and rage quit. I believe it. I believe it. I've never finished it. Please tell me that you healed me, game. Please tell me that this counts as a healing area. I'm just glad we're finally moving. That was brutal. Okay, so that is our rest place. Good. Let's go back and save. I forgot to save. Yeah, there's a reason I don't play a lot of NES games. I'm not very good at them. There are some that I'm really interested in playing, like Goemon. I think the only NES game I ever streamed on this stream was Sweet Home, which was amazing. It was very ahead of its time too. It felt like a Super Nintendo game, even with the graphics. It felt like a Super Nintendo game. Oh, for sure. SNES and N64 Goemon were awesome. Okay, so those things will just generate you if you're too close to them. Yeah, when they get into that weird defense stance, they do some kind... I guess they're electric? They might be electric. How are we doing? Okay, close, close. I want to get to level 10. I want to get to a point where I can maybe one-shot the Ninja Turtles before we move on. Okay, yeah, it looks like they might be. Okay, we leveled up. See if we can one-shot the turtle. Nope, still can't. Still can't one-shot the turtles, but that's okay. We'll go in anyway. Oh, the dam was a bastard. And you wanted to drive the turtle mobile and they wouldn't let you because they locked it behind the dam. Brutal. The oscilloscope located, that's my EKG meter. It goes up or down depending on what drugs I'm taking. If I take cocaine, for example, it fluctuates wildly. I wonder what LSD does. I'm curious about how LSD is portrayed in this game. Yes, Will. Yeah, we have some substances. We have some this is okay. A hen is another word for opium. We have some opium, we have some LSD, we have some magic mushrooms. We'll use the LSD. Which raises our max hit points for some reason. Oh, and when it goes away, that's why it's like that. When it goes away, that max bonus lowers, but you still keep whatever hit points you had. Clever. Oh, God! These fucking things. What, am I hallucinating the... Okay, okay. I'm coming down off the high now. Yeah, and now my... Okay, that's pretty sick. Okay, I just wanted to see what it did. It doesn't really give you hallucinations or anything, but it does increase your max health. Cocaine will increase your attack, which is really good. Yeah, getting generated is going to be the worst part of this. I imagine magic mushrooms don't do much different. They probably increase your defense. So they don't do too much. They don't do... They're basically just power-ups, but they go... When they go away, then... It could be bad. It says not to use too many drugs. It gives you boost, but there's a risk. There's a risk. I don't think it's a consequence-free boost. I mean, there's no real point in blocking, or ducking, is there? Okay, we gotta keep our distance from them. I think those are electric. I think that's how they're doing that insane generation damage. Look at that. Ow. Yeah, we're currently at the bottom of the river. There's the top of the river. Huh? Oh, we made it to the other side. Oh, what's over here? A black market? A hut? Some kind of hut? Mihari hut. Mihari hut. Welcome, it's been a while since we've had a guest. You're looking for an imaginary garden, aren't you? Oh no? Bye-bye then. Oh, I guess we have to talk to this guy later. Oh, this game is very... It does a lot of stuff. It's about an assassin from the Assassin's Guild of the Crusades era Middle East who was indoctrinated with drug use, as assassins tended to be. Oh, we found it. We found blowjob. I found a blowjob grass. I'm assuming we found it.
Good to see these Harkonnens beaten off.
I found a blowjob grass, apparently. Yeah, that was a total instant. Okay, we found the blowjob grass. Let's go. This is a PC-88 game. Traditional Grace, welcome in. You're just in time. Big shout out to Traditional Grace. How you doing, Grace? I don't know what I don't think it was supposed to be. It's whatever grass we needed to make the sweet, to sweeten the This is a drugstore. Something wrong with you. That's too bad. Someone came and bought it just now who wanted to sell it. I don't need it anymore. What? Oh, okay. So we could just buy this now? Oh, I can't have anything else. Shit. Shit, I have too many things. I have too much stuff. This is not good. What about my blowjob grass? No. So she doesn't need it anymore. Very nice, Grace. Very nice. Happy affiliate anniversary.
Want to hear the most annoying sound in the world?
Thank you, Shahel Rai. Yeah, we found something called blowjob grass. Someone came and bought it just now who wanted to sell it. So if we buy the sleeping pills now, it doesn't matter, does it? It wouldn't matter, would it? Let's try it anyway. Let's see if we could just give this to him and see if it works. Otherwise, we'll have to look around because the next puzzle has presented itself. At least we have a place where we can fight and gather money now. We didn't before, which is why I didn't think it was going to be a money issue. But I was wrong. Okay, so no, that didn't do anything. Let's go ahead and just throw this stuff away. Because we are officially out of things, which is bad. Get rid of the Yop. Yeah, get rid of the Yopi. The Yopo. Yohimbe. Get rid of the Yohimbe. I think that's plenty. That's good. We just needed to get rid of some things. We have limited inventory. I didn't know. Talk to the wizard? Why don't you make a sweet sleeping potion? It stinks. Which one? Okay, it's done. Look. I don't want you to bring in too many chores. I'd like to do some more research. Okay, so he just did it. I'm assuming he just made the sweet sleeping potion. Well, hopefully Day of the Tentacle was kind. Or at least as kind as it can be. We're playing Exile now. Those who don't know, Exile is a game where you are a drug-fueled Arabian assassin doing insane, wacky, psychological stuff. Okay, we got the sweet sleeping potion. We got the sweet sleeping potion. Now we can give this to Nebuchadnezzar and maybe he can actually get some sleep. Why the ancient Babylonian king from God knows how many years BC is in 1100s AD Middle East, I don't know. You brought a sweet sleeping potion this time? It's really sweet, isn't it? I don't know. Jesus Christ. Oh, Mom's taste, it's delicious. I'm starting to feel sleepy. Jesus Christ. If you put the heart of the hup bird in the chest of the prince, it will say something. Oh yeah, we have to put the heart of the hup bird. My mother is crazy. She is so obsessed with collecting heavy taxes from poor people and building buildings on the outskirts of the West. Oh, so he doesn't like Semiramis. Yeah, no. Yeah. Building buildings on the outskirts of the West. The building is said to be called a fictitious garden, but it looks like it is intended to enshrine the god Ikagawa. Oh, okay. And on top of that, for some reason, it seems like he's trying to sacrifice me, his own son, to God. Oh, okay, so Semiramis is trying to sacrifice him. I don't want to die yet. If this happens, then I'll just lock my mother in the building. So now we have to go back underground because that one guy was talking about a fictional garden. I'm starting to get it. Now it's all fallen into place. Yeah, for sure. Well, yeah, because this font is kind of hard to read. We're looking at like PC-88 stuff. Yeah, stay in Babylon. Go down into the river. Yeah, I'm not that good on my kanji. I haven't been studying lately. I've been writing books. I haven't been studying. I've been writing books in English. Although I did apply some language learning in the book that I'm writing now. I've crossed 50,000 words in the second book. I'm still doing the second draft of the first book, but it's going along smoothly. It's going smooth. Yeah, we want to go up here. Welcome, it's been a while since you had a guest. I've had a guest. You're looking for an imaginary garden, aren't you? I'll cast a spell and raise it. Babylon, Babylon, Salome no Mai, Femme Fatale, Romantic Agony, de Mario Praz. Thank you. This is okay. He just said a bunch of random English words and some Italian words. Okay, so the garden is raised now. It is done. It's okay now. Okay, so we go back. It's definitely worse now. Yeah. Oh, those electric things. Those electric squids suck. I'm assuming that's what they are. Let's see what's up here. Is there, like, any secret thing? Yeah, look at that generation. Oh, God. Oh, no, there's nothing here. I got tricked. What the? How do I? Huh? Uh-oh. Oh, I guess I don't go down this way. Stuck under him. We gotta be careful. Very good, very good, very good. It's not a very big place. Oh! There we go. We made it. This is the game Zelda 2 wishes it was. I liked Zelda 2. I thought Zelda 2 was good. I feel like this is better than Zelda 2, but I definitely like this. I definitely prefer... I definitely like this better. But Zelda 2 was good. Alright, let's see. Do we have to... Are the gardens out here? No, they're somewhere here. They're probably in that western area. Absolutely. Coming back, yeah. What I want to do is I want to just get that... I want to do a major Pimsleur review where I'm just starting from lesson 1, because I feel like it's going to be hilarious. Because, like, I feel like I've retained a lot of what I've already learned. It didn't really go away. Yeah. I'm sure my proficiency, like, I didn't have a lot of proficiency anyway, but I'm sure that disuse, like, has made a few things slip. I wouldn't mind just starting it all over and then going on from there. I feel like you should anyway. I feel like big review is not a bad thing. And, my only issue now is having a little more time. I need a little more time. But it's like 30 minutes a day. I should be able to make that time. I just needed to... what I needed most was to get my schedule where I'm writing every day, because I'm writing every day. I try to write 1,000 words a day. I've only failed twice since I started. And once was because of a horrible tooth extraction, and I was just too sick to do anything. Oh, I knew this was a secret door! I knew this was a secret door. It had to be. Oh, look at how sick this is. I feel like Conan. I am the god Ishtar, who protects the imaginary garden. You have come to search for Queen Semiramis. In order to keep the trapped queen alive, I turned her into a pigeon. You can see it over there. In order to restore the queen, you must capture the blue male pigeon in Barossos in the Esaragi temple and marry them. She's gotta get fucked by a pigeon? Go get Salome's key. Here is Salome's key. With this, you can enter the temple. Come back when you catch Barossos. I'm Semiramis. I am so sorry. It's for saving the world. Oh my god. Oh wow, a multi-decade gap, huh? I mean, we all take breaks. Yeah, I think I need to get back to it, because I do want to learn more, because I did love learning it. Like I said, writing kind of got in the way, and it kind of replaced that. But now I'm like making better use of my time overall. I think I could go back to studying Japanese. Fucking what the fuck? He's dropping little turd versions of himself. We got him. That was spooky as shit. I want to go back outside and save. That was scary. Imagine having to marry it. But yeah, right, he turns her into a pigeon. He's like, listen, I'm gonna need you to get this pigeon married. Ishtar, what did you mean by this? Hatoful boyfriend? I think Midnight tried playing that, but it, like, I don't know if she ever finished it or not. I've heard of Hatoful boyfriend. It's going back. The fat evil one. I want the evil fat one. The evil fat pigeon. I don't know what characters are in Hatoful Boyfriend. I know that it was like played 100% straight, apparently. Like it really is about a pigeon girl or something who's like got all these these bird boyfriends to choose from. And it's just played 100% unironically. Oh, it's a human girl, of course. The fat evil one. The pudding bird. Okay, now it's a lot more fucking weird now that I know the girl is a human. Shit. I can't move. I can't leave without killing this guy. Oh shit, he's like swinging his... Okay, he's not too hard. But you have to fight him if they're in the room. Right first, we're just going through all of the rightmost doors. Kill him, 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 kill him. Oh shit. Okay. He ain't shit. How much health does one guy need? Wow! How many... Jesus. Did I discard the Yankle or did I think I ate it. Yeah, I used Yankle, okay. But sugar... Yeah, but... The girl is a literal human going to a pigeon school. She lives in a cave. The library one broke your heart, literally started sobbing. The evil fat one... Yeah, but why is the evil fat one the best ending? Why is that the best ending? Like, it sounds like the evil fat one would be the worst ending, but... Oh, we got a chest. Oh god, do not let him poop on you. Jeez.
Goodbye, Dad!
I found some cocaine. It's not what I needed at all. I don't have the fucking health items for this. Oh, every time. This is torture. Okay, so it's the I can fix him ending. Yeah, it doesn't really seem like I'm the target audience. I think it's... I think it's for the bird watching audience. Well, we leveled up really fast. I used the pep run. Did pep run do anything? No. Oh shit, we got a dragon! Wait a minute. Use your magic. Oh god, it's just like the dragon in fucking Zack. It's a Zack dragon, this sucks. We got him! We blew him up, there's the bird! Now we just have to not die. I found Barassos. Nothing. Please, just let me leave. Okay. Wow, the firepower does a lot. Nothing. Please be the way out. Please be the way out. Shit. Poop Lord! Nothing. This is bad, guys. Look how fucked my hit points up. We're gonna have to do it again. We're gonna have to do it again, but now I know what to do. Shit. Almost died. The magic is really powerful. Oh.
Do it again. I wasn't looking.
Oh. Duck down. Okay, we're back to no magic. If we get out of this alive, I'm gonna be amazed. We may be fucked, though. Yeah, we got this next time. I feel that. I can't do shit. Oh, I jumped on a platform. I didn't know there was a platform there. I didn't know that was a platform. That was shit. Alright, let's do it again. Now we know what to do. We know what to do. What we need are his healing in some way to get our magic back. How do we get our magic back? I could look at my instruction manual. I have the instruction manual mostly translated. Let's see here. Magic points. Weirdly, there's a note in the manual that says, in this game, spells are granted by gods and used by humans, that is referred to as magic with a C. However, due to the game's setting and design, magic is divided into magic with a C and magic with a CK. I don't know what that means. Okay, some types of drugs, when used, can drastically increase effects such as HP, MP meters, max values, remaining amounts, AP and AC. However, in exchange for these powerful effects, side effects may occur once the effect wears off. When side effects occur, values such as remaining HP, remaining MP, AP, AC may decrease, and in some cases, you may die instantly. To prevent side effects, be sure to take a rehabilitation drug like Proline before the drug's effect time ends, so you can actually survive heavy drug use with certain rehabilitation medications. And then there's the biorhythm. I just want to know what certain items do. It's not saying. When using amphetamines or heroin, AP and AC values increase steadily. Stuck on Naxalone. Time to check into the Babbleford Clinic. Well, what I'm looking for right now is something that not like an illegal, just like a medication that'll restore my MP. I don't know if that's a thing. It doesn't seem to be. I'm reading the instruction manual. We have plenty of money. Let's just go and buy some, let's just buy a bunch of healing items. I feel like a bunch of healing items would do it. Okay, she's just going into the Ferrograss thing again. I guess the Papadon is what they're talking about. Buy some of this. And we have to buy one thing at a time, which is kind of annoying. Let's see, how many items can I carry? Let's get one more vitamin A. I'm assuming this is probably what May. This either does more healing than the default stuff, or it'll heal your MP. I'm not really sure. Yeah, I think that was the blowjob grass. It just translated it as blowjob grass. Out of no, just that one time. Okay, we could definitely do this mission. This mission isn't so bad. We already found the bird, so we could definitely do this. Yeah, that was the blowjob grass. Oh, you think that might be it? It saw feta and thought fellatio, so it transliterated it to blowjob. That might be it, Will. That might be what happened. I think you're on the mic. That is so good. Zalathar, do you think that might have been it? That might have been why. Okay. See, I don't want to use magic until we get to the dragon. Yeah, we can't do that. We just kind of have to take the hits. That's gotta be it, J-Bone. That has to be it. Okay, we went to the right. It's got goblin! Okay, we were on the far left door. We can definitely make our way out of here. Oh, shit! It takes so long without the magic. But I don't want to use the magic until we get the dragon killed. Those guys just hurt you when you do that, but you don't want to run behind them either because of the other stuff. This should be the cocaine. Nope. All the rooms look... Oh god, I did it again! I am a fool. Oh yeah, we were wondering why Ferrograss translated to blowjob grass when we picked it up. And Will realized that feta could be fellatio. Fellatio. Let's see what vitamin A does. Okay, it just heals. It's just a healing item. It just heals. It doesn't. It isn't an MP item. Yeah, Ferrograss. We needed Ferrograss in order to sweeten a sleeping potion. I do want the cocaine. We've obtained the cocaine. So we go middle door. Yeah, we just go all left. Oh, you will not elaborate on how you know that? We're thinking that feta, like, the translator took it as fellatio. And instead of calling it fellatio grass, it just went even further and called it blowjob grass. That's it. Right before Traditional Grace came in with the raid, that happened. It's so funny. This translator is so hilarious sometimes. Okay, we're not so far. I just went through the left door like an idiot. I was hoping it was a shortcut out. Oh, shit. Oh, I'm on the platform next to it. I was wondering what happened there. Oh, it started coming right for me. There's the bird. I found Barrosos. Yeah. Exactly. I'm thinking that's exactly what it was. And there should be nothing in here. I found this really fast. Thankfully. And it takes like 3 hits with the fire magic is so powered. Probably shouldn't waste it since he can't hurt us. One-shots that guy. I think it's here. Yeah, because it was like a floating back and forth guy. It's gonna be a middle door. Maybe this one. Yes. We made it. No worse for wear. We did really good that time. Let's go back and save so we don't have to do that again, and then we can save Semiramis. Oh, that was pretty good, actually. Little dragon boss. Fire magic is better than drugs. The fire magic just disintegrates shit. You don't even need drugs at that point. Because the fire magic is so good. Let me give you a new spell. A magic that controls snakes. Use it effectively. Now we have snake magic. Alright, looks like we're about done then. Looks like we're about done then. I guess we should go back and pick up the girl. There may be more though. Let's go to the girl and see if we can pick her up. If she just says the usual stuff, then we don't. Spider-Man was playing some dungeon crawler where the word medicine was officially translated into English as dope. If you go to Hortus Pass in the north, you'll be able to see the legendary unicorn. Okay. Yeah, we already found that. We already found the legendary unicorn. I like how he pointed out it had wings. And that it wasn't just a goofy translation, it actually pointed out that the unicorn had wings, and that was unusual. His inventory had a big list of different kinds of dope. Just like this game. What game was that? Some dungeon crawler. So we have another, like, insane drug-fueled game that's completely out of control. This track is so good. Listen to that bass. It's so good. It is very wizardry. I love this track. This is probably my favorite track so far. They might, Mute. They might. Okay, let me bring that back down. Let me bring that back down. Oh! You captured Barrosos. Then marry him to the pigeon girl right away. Nope. It's doing the thing. I'll translate this real fast. Sometimes it'll just forget to translate. It's so weird. Now kiss. Bet that's what it says. Give me 2 seconds. An egg hatched. They had sex and had an egg and laid an egg. They had sex and an egg was laid. Oh no, the egg. No, we had an egg with us. The egg hatched. Okay, they didn't lay the egg. They didn't have sex and lay an egg. We had an egg with us and now it just hatched. This is the cosmic egg. And it is the source of all life. Give it to the great eagle that lives at the top of the Tower of Babel. Then the queen will be returned. Okay, good. There might be pigeon sex here in a bit. They're like flapping their wings and shit. Yeah, we had another egg. Now we have to use this egg. At the top of the Tower of Babel, so we're not leaving town still. They waited for me to leave the room. Yeah. Hatoful Boyfriend 2 uncensored patch when or not 2. There is no 2, is there? When is Hatoful Girlfriend gonna come out? I think there needs to be a Hatoful Girlfriend. You're just some weirdo to fuck bitch. So what was sort of finding her a pigeon boyfriend really just needed for... If she really... I don't know. Just Babylonian god stuff. I don't know, Ishtar just want to see some pigeons go at it, I guess. I don't know.